Hello friends, welcome to my channel and thanks for watching this video. Friends, in this video we are going to discuss about the stock of Eastman Kodak. So I have previously covered this stock, and if you look at this chart pattern, so though the number of data or the amount of data is very less, so we are looking at the you can consider it as a daily or probably the hourly chart, because I'm although looking at the hourly chart but on the higher side of the range. And if you look at this chart, what you could probably see here is an upside, a big upside, which has happened in a span of 4 or 5 odd days, and you have seen an uprise of 2,500 odd percent and a sharp downfall. So these kind of things are very much possible when you have a sharp rise. And what has indeed happened in between that, the stock has formed two gaps. Okay, so these gaps are very important. So one gap is, you can see here, there is one gap, and another gap you can see here. Okay, so these are two gaps. So this is the thing that in technical analysis, if you read and analyze the data, so there is a history which says that share price come back or go back to retest or refill the gaps either on the upside or on the downside. So here there are two gaps which formed by this script on the upside. So the first gap has filled, and the stock has filled probably the one third or one fourth uh, gap of the bigger one. So this area is still left. Okay, I'm not saying that it will go down till here, but what I'm saying is there is a probability. So the gap is still open, there is a probability for that. So you should be aware of these things, and you should know your support and resistance level, uh, and follow it very strictly. So understand this. Having said that, we have our first support at around 5.78. Okay, so there is a gap up, there is again a gap up, and so which creates lots of volatility in between the price action, because these kind of gap ups does create lots of volatility, because we don't know if we have regular gap ups, we don't know what could be the probable support or resistance. So you have your first support at around 6.47, then we have 5.78, and below 5.78 we have 4.79. So first understand this: if the stock falls below these three support, then it will definitely fill the gap and comes toward $3 odd, 3 and probably 2.65. So this is the thing which you should understand on the downside, that below this 6.47 and 5.78 and probably 4.79 is indeed a big downside. And but if it doesn't sustain here, it will definitely fill up the gap again. So you should know and understand your risk. On the upside, your first resistance will come at around 7.72 odd dollars, and then you have 11 and 13 as your next resistance, or you call it target, and then we have $21. So currently now reaching for the stock at 56 will again be a Herculean task, because these kind of swings may or may not happen. So now the chance is 50-50. So understand this and take positions accordingly. And on the upside, you should know your next target, because what will happen, the same thing won't repeat again. So you cannot see a same kind of uprise again. So the probability can be there, but the probability will be less compared to the previous one. So that's the thing you need to understand. And when the risk of a downside is equal and probability of rising at the same speed on the upside is less, so you need to be a bit more conservative when looking at this stock. So there are multiple supports and resistance for this company. Eastman Kodak right now, which you need to follow and taken care of, and missing those support and resistance will cause you lots of damage. Either on the upside will not be a problem, but downside does makes a difference. So this is the end of the video. If you like this content, do share your thoughts in the comment section and subscribe my channel. Lastly, take care of your family and friends.